Update on news hitting headlines all over the world. My name is David Kagina and my sign language interpreter is Michael Maithia. Now on to our first stories. He just concluded speech by President Uhuru Kenyatta, who has given the State of the Nation address fueled by the worrying surge in COVID-19 infections and fatalities across the country due to the third wave of coronavirus. Consequently, a raft of containment measures have been announced in an effort to curb the alarming infection rates across the country. Take a look. That is just a list of a raft of measures that the president has put in place to curtail the spread of COVID-19. And now, following a presidential executive order issued earlier requiring all members of the executive and cabinet to be issued with vaccine, this is now ongoing. Let's take a look. Just a quick reminder to you, viewer, to take care of yourself, mask up and take proper sanitation as recommended by the World Health Organization. Now on to Tanzania. The late Tanzanian President John Pombe Magufuli, who was passed away last week, has been laid to rest in his home in Chato in a state funeral attended by thousands of people consisting of family leaders, dignitaries and citizens. The late Magufuli, fifth president of Tanzania, who was serving his second term in office, becomes the first president of the country to die while in office. A giant container ship 400 meters long, almost as long as 4K ICC towers, got stuck during a sandstorm Tuesday in Egypt's Suez Canal, causing a traffic jam of cargo ships through one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. The Suez Canal Authority (SCA) says the accident was mainly due to lack of visibility due to the weather conditions when the winds reached 40 knots, which affected the control of the ship. The SCA has announced that it is temporarily suspending navigation all along the canal, with Egyptian authorities deploying 8 additional tug vessels to free the stricken ship. Now, after a 7-year ban on home football internationals, Libya hosted neighboring Tunisia in the coastal city of Benghazi on Thursday for an African Cup of Nations qualifier. In his first formal encounter with reporters since he entered office in January 20th, U.S. President Joe Biden faced questions on the migrant surge at the southern border, U.S. relations with China, his intention to seek another term, and the Senate filibuster. That story right there brings us to a short commercial break. Remember not to go far. We have more in line for you, so don't switch, keep it switch. In case you're joining us right now, this is Switch Focus with me, David Kagina, and the sign language interpreter is Michael Maithia. Now, a cluster of tornadoes swept through the southern U.S. state of Alabama, killing at least 5 people. According to the authorities, more than 35,000 customers in Alabama were without power as of Thursday evening, with officials saying dangerous weather is expected to continue through the night. Video posted on social media showed debris swirling in the air, trees uprooted, and homes damaged. Police officers responded swiftly and arrived at the site of a helicopter crash, with crew members being taken to hospital after a Uruguayan Air Force helicopter carrying 186 doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine from the capital, Montevideo, to southeastern city of Rocha, which was supposed to be administered to people over 80 years old, crashed in the department of Roca. Alongside Bulgaria, Romania has the most underage mothers in the European Union, a cyclical phenomenon repeating itself within the same families from one generation to another. A total of 673 girls under 15 and 15,915 aged between 15 and 19 gave birth in 2020, many of them not for the first time. Figures from the Romanian Statistics Institute show that. More than 3,000 people fled to Colombia to escape fighting that broke out over the weekend in Venezuela between its military and suspected FARC dissidents. Venezuela's military clashed with a group near the border with Colombia on Sunday, resulting in the death of 2 military personnel and the capture of 32 Colombian insurgents, according to Venezuela's armed forces. However, that number is likely to rise further. Shops have remained closed in Myanmar's Pokoko township near the ancient city of Bagan, where security forces patrol the streets, blasts warning messages at residents to reopen businesses or face retaliation, as Namukana Samuel tells us now. Thank you, Samuel. Now that story right there brings us to the end of the bulletin. And now it's good to note that most people wait all week for Friday, wait all year for Christmas, and all lifetime for happiness. But you don't have to. You have today. I have been your host, David Kagina, and the sign language interpreter has been Michael Maithia.